The Battle of Borodino, fought on September 7, 1812, was a pivotal engagement in the Napoleonic Wars during Napoleon Bonaparte's invasion of Russia. It is often considered one of the largest and bloodiest single-day battles in the Napoleonic Wars, and it played a crucial role in shaping the campaign's outcome. The battle took place near the village of Borodino, about 70 miles, 110 kilometers, west of Moscow, and involved forces from Napoleon's Grande Armée and the Russian army commanded by Field Marshal Mikhail Kutuzov. Napoleon's invasion of Russia began in June 1812, with the Grande Armée, one of the largest forces ever assembled, crossing the Niemen River. The Russian strategy, devised by General Barclay de Tolly, was to retreat and draw Napoleon deeper into Russia while scorched-earth tactics were used to deny the invaders supplies. By late August, Russian Tsar Alexander I replaced Barclay with Kutuzov, who continued the strategy of retreat but also sought an opportunity to make a stand and give battle under favorable conditions. The Grande Armée, though significantly reduced from its initial strength due to skirmishes, supply issues, and disease, still numbered around 130,000 to 150,000 men with over 500 cannons at the time of Borodino. The Russian forces, although estimates vary, were roughly comparable in number but had the advantage of being on defensive ground and fighting closer to their supply lines. The battle began early in the morning with a massive artillery barrage by the French, aimed at the Russian fortifications, including the heavily contested areas like the Great Redoubt, a significant earthwork fortification, and other key points like the Bagration flèches. The fighting was fierce, with both sides committing their forces in intense combat. Napoleon was hesitant to commit his Imperial Guard, a decision that has been much debated by historians. This hesitancy may have been due to the heavy losses the French were already suffering, and the uncertainty about the extent of Russian reserves. The Russians, for their part, fought tenaciously, executing several counterattacks. Marshal Kutuzov, though criticized for his command during the battle, managed to hold his ground and inflict severe casualties on the French. The battle ended inconclusively, with both sides claiming victory. The French had taken the battlefield but at a great cost, with losses of about 30,000 men. The Russians retreated, having suffered comparable casualties, but managed to preserve the core of their army. Napoleon entered Moscow a week later, finding it abandoned and set on fire by the Russians, a tactic to deny the French supplies and shelter. The Battle of Borodino, therefore, marked the high point of the invasion but also the beginning of the Grande Armée's downfall. The harsh Russian winter and continuous harassment by Russian forces during Napoleon's retreat led to catastrophic losses for the French. The Battle of Borodino is commemorated for its scale, ferocity, and the determination shown by both sides. It has been immortalized in Russian culture, notably in Leo Tolstoy's epic novel War and Peace. For Russia, it symbolized the resilience and sacrifice of its people, contributing significantly to the eventual defeat of Napoleon and shaping European history in the years that followed.